ordinary, so mediocre. Have you ever felt like that? Well, you work hard day after day but never see any long-term results or improvement. You feel very trapped at where your life currently is, unable to move forward or progress. And then of course there's the world, there's your friends and colleagues who are moving on, getting promoted, and you wonder, what's wrong with you? Well, if this sounds like you, then what you need to do is you need to start using the 5-hour rule. Now, what is this 5-hour rule? Well, it's the successful rule that's used by successful people all over the world, like Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Oprah Winfrey. And this 5-hour rule will help you transform from ordinary to successful in 5 hours a week. So hi, my name is Reema, and today we're going to talk about becoming successful. That's right, from ordinary to successful in just 5 hours a day. I'm going to talk about a plan which is called the 5-hour rule, which involves spending 5 hours a week, 1 hour each working day, focused on learning, improving and developing skills. This means you need to set aside time and give your full attention to learning and development without getting distracted by any other work. And this learning, I promise you, this learning will take on different forms, and ultimately it will lead to your growth professionally and personally. So the first thing you need to do is you need to plan your life in such a way that you're able to dedicate 1 hour to creating value for your own self every single day. The first thing you can do in one of these 5 hours is start reading. Now, reading is the habit of many highly successful people, and it's a very easy and a very convenient way to learn. So what you can do is you can try keeping a book in your bag or like a book on your desk. You can try reading each week and make sure that you're reading 1 hour a week. Obviously, there's going to be certain kind of books which are more important. So let's say if you're looking for improvement and advancement in your business skills, you can read books related to business. If you're looking to work on your own personality, then you can start reading books from the self-help section. So trust me, there are many authors out there that you need to explore. You need to come up with the topic that you want to focus on, and then you need to start reading. Now you're going to think, okay, 1 hour every day, not possible. 1 hour, 1 day a week, may be possible, but will I even remember or recollect when I revisit the book the next week? The best way to inculcate reading is to read 10 minutes a day every day, or say 20 minutes a day every day. Make sure you're reading approximately 1 to 2 hours a week. And then you will see the magic happening, because you will slowly start absorbing the knowledge in the book and slowly start putting it into practice in your daily life. So yes, one of the most important aspects of the 5-hour rule, start reading. That's point number 1. Now the second thing you can do as part of the 5-hour learning rule is reflection. Now you're thinking, what is reflection? Are you talking about the reflection on the glass? Well, no, I'm talking about the reflection that you need to do within yourself. It's very easy to feel very overwhelmed and very distracted by the world around us. Even if you're reading a book, it's very easy to forget what you've read because you're so busy and so overwhelmed all the time. But you need to reflect on what you've read. You need to reflect on your life. You need to reflect on your behavior, on your thoughts, on your words. People who don't reflect are the ones who actually end up losing out in the long run. Reflection is an exercise that needs to be done daily. Now, if you don't have 1 whole hour in a day to sit and reflect, I suggest that you set some time aside early in the morning, right after you wake up, for reflection. Now, this time can also be reflection and to plan your day ahead, and a little more time in the evening at the end of your day to kind of look back and reflect on how your day went, what things went well, what went wrong, what you can work on, what you can improve, what you should have done, what you shouldn't have done. And you know what? If you want to better the practice of reflection, keep a journal, keep a diary. That's right, write down your reflections every day. Set targets for yourself that, okay, if this particular thing didn't go well in my day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on improvement. Write down what is your goal in improvement. And then Slowly, day by day, try to achieve that goal through reflection. Yes, it's a very, very important point. Don't you forget to reflect every day, every morning and evening. Now, the third part of the 5-hour rule, the 5-hour learning rule that you need to implement each week is the most exciting part, and it's called experimentation. Now, all of us are very used to our set ways of life. We have set hobbies and set friends and set films that we watch and set people that we hang out with. But you know what? If you want to grow as a person, you need to be open to new experiences and doing new things and trying new things. Something as simple as probably trying new food or making new friends. So yes, experimentation is a key part of the 5-hour rule that will take you from being an ordinary person to being an absolutely successful person. So yes, when I say experimentation, why don't you make a few targets as to say, this week I'm going to try 3 new things or 5 new things. Now, the whole process of experimentation may take you long, much more than an hour, but planning what you're going to experiment with each week is not going to take you more than an hour. So set aside 1 hour a week to sit down and plan what you want to experiment with. Yes, if you want to make some new friends, or if you want to go socialize with some new people, or watch a different kind of cinema, yes, you can plan all of that and make sure you commit to your plan and you actually go and do all of those things. It's going to be very uncomfortable for you. You're going to feel like someone is making you come out of your comfort zone. You have to break out of your shell. And you know what? In the process, you are going to transform your personality and convert yourself into this person who is now a go-getter, who's fearless, who's open to new experiences, and who's not overwhelmed or scared of life. So don't forget, experimentation is really important. And you know what? Once you do it, you will be hooked and you'll want to experiment every week. Another important part of the 5-hour learning rule that will make you from ordinary to successful is that you do not confuse working with learning. It's easy to confuse working with learning, and you can end up feeling very stuck. Now, you might think that if you're working for 40 hours a week, that's good enough for you to see improvement. You're creating value, but that's rarely the case. When you're focused on your day-to-day problems, you're not giving yourself time to develop and grow. Now, the 5-hour rule is about deliberate learning, meaning focused learning. It's not about waking up every day, going to work, coming back and going off to sleep. It's about setting new goals. It's about learning something new. It's about working to challenge your personality into growing and improving. So how can you confuse work with learning? Yes, you need to give your 100% to your work, but that 1 hour that you're keeping for yourself every working day, you need to do some deliberate learning. Now, that deliberate learning could be maybe a new form of art, or maybe a new language. You take your pick, but it has to be focused and deliberate, and it can or cannot be related to your work. That doesn't matter, but you can never confuse your work with learning. The most important part of the 5-hour learning rule: focus on improvement, small improvements albeit, not just productivity. Now, you might believe that the more productive you are, the more successful you'll be. Yes, productivity plays a role in success, but it's nothing without lifelong learning. If you're constantly just focused on your current work rather than on long-term self-improvement or long-term goals and long-term success, you'll never see any real development. It can be very hard to make sure that you're giving 5 hours a week just for learning. And all of this effort is not going to pay off immediately. So if you're in this for the long term, then you're on the right track. But if you want some short-term improvements and really quick fixes, I don't think the 5-hour rule is going to work for you. You have to take the long-range view and you have to commit to this task and keep working at it. Yes, you have to be productive, but you have to improve. And you're not competing with anyone else. You're not competing with your friends or colleagues on your path to success or even on your life path. You're competing with yourself. You have to be better than you were yesterday. Yes, that is improvement, that is value creation. So don't get obsessed with productivity. Just focus on the value that you can create and you will go a long, long way. The 5-hour learning rule that takes you from ordinary to successful in just 5 hours a week. I'm going to be frank with you. I've decided I'm going to follow the 5-hour rule for the next 30 days and see how it goes for me. Why don't you do the same? And let me know how it goes for you. I really hope that you liked this video. Well, it's time for me, Rima, to sign out. I'm going to see you next time. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, Skillopedia, the place to learn skills for the real world.